Hello everyone. In the previous lecture, we have studied refraction of light through spherical surface and also we derived refraction of light through convex spherical surface. Now this is the next part, that is refraction of light through lens. So we have studied what is refraction of light. Now this refraction of light takes place through the lens. First we have to know what is lens. A lens is an optical medium bounded by two surfaces of which at least one surface is spherical or cylindrical. So what is optical medium? The medium which allows the ray of light to pass through it. For example, we can consider glass. Glass is an optical medium bounded by two surfaces of which at least one surface is spherical. Observe the diagram here. Here, this lens is bounded by two surfaces. In that, at least one surface is spherical or cylindrical. One surface should be made of, or it should be a spherical, or at least it should be a cylindrical. So here this lens is an optical medium. Remember, which allows the ray of light. Most commonly we can refer glass. So this is lens. In a spherical surface we considered only single surface. But here we are going to consider two surfaces which are bounded to each other, so that makes lens. So what is lens? A lens is an optical medium bounded by two surfaces of which at least one surface is spherical or cylindrical. What are the uses of lens? So lenses are having many applications. For example, lenses are used in the microscope or any optical instruments, that may be microscope or telescope or astronomical telescope or terrestrial telescope. So these are used in optical instruments. So why we have to use an optical instrument? To magnify, to enlarge the image or to diminish the image. So here we can use lenses, and also it is used in camera. So camera lenses you already heard. In a camera we can use in telescope, in binocular, as a spectacle. So uses of lenses are more here. Lenses are having many applications. So for that reason in our syllabus we are having the topic refraction of light through lenses. So there are different types of lenses. So the first one is biconvex lens and this is biconcave lens. Observe the diagram. Biconvex, here the central part is thicker. In a biconcave lens, the center part is thinner. So this is the type of a lens. Biconvex, bi means two, convex. So here the central part is thicker. Biconvex and biconcave, and also plane convex and plano-concave. Plano-convex means one surface is plane, another surface is spherical. Plano-concave means one surface is plane, one surface is again spherical. So we can call it as plano-convex, plano-concave. So these are the different types of lenses. And also there are so many different types of lenses are there. But for your syllabus, we can concentrate only on biconvex lens and biconcave lens. Let us concentrate only on biconvex and biconcave lens, or simply we can call it as convex and concave lens. Let us concentrate on convex lens. So what is a convex lens? We know the meaning of lens. What is lens? Lens is an optical medium bounded by two surfaces. At least one surface is spherical or cylindrical, that is a lens. So what is a convex? See here, A convex lens is thicker at the center than at the edges. It converges parallel rays of light on refraction through it. Observe this diagram here. This is convex lens. So this convex lens is thick at the center. So if it is thicker at the center, then we can call it as convex lens. And this convex lens converges parallel rays of light on refraction through it. Observe the second diagram. We considered convex lens which is thicker at the center. Now, when a parallel beam of light passes through this convex lens, refraction of light takes place. Remember, 2 times refraction of light takes place because it is bounded by 2 surfaces. If it is bounded by 2 surfaces, then 2 times refraction of light takes place. So after 2 times refraction, all the refracted rays are converges to a point. Now this point we can call it as principal focus. So what happens in convex lens? When a parallel beam of light passes through the convex lens, 2 times refraction of light takes place and all the refracted rays are converges to a point. So that this convex lens is also called as converging lens. So why we have to call convex lens as converging lens? Because converging of light takes place after refraction. So convex lens, sometimes it is also called as convex lens. Then the second type is concave lens. Yes, a concave lens is exactly opposite to convex. See here, a convex lens is thinner at the center than at the edges. So in concave lens, thickness is more at the edges and at the center it is very thin. So we can call it as a concave lens. A concave lens is thinner at the center than at the edges. It diverges parallel rays of light on refraction through it. See here, in a convex lens, converging of light takes place. In a concave lens, diverging of light takes place. Let us observe this second diagram. We considered a parallel beam of light. When it is passing through the concave lens, 2 times refraction of light takes place because it is bounded by 2 surfaces. So after refraction, all the refracted rays are not converging, but they are diverging. They scattered in all the direction. Now, when the observer observe these refracted rays, for that person, these rays of light are appear to coming from this point. Right? Now this is not real. This is virtual. So this is virtual because they are not converging. They are diverging but appears to coming from the point. So this gives virtual image because it is not real, because diverging of light takes place. So this concave lens is also called as diverging lens because diverging of light takes place after refraction. So these are the 2 types of lens. So what are the 2 types of lens? Convex lens and concave lens. Convex lens is also called as converging lens and concave lens is also called as diverging lens. In convex lens, converging of light takes place after refraction and it gives a real image. In concave lens, diverging of light takes place after 2 times refraction and it gives virtual image. Now let us concentrate on some basic terms which are related to lens. The first term is optic center. See here, in spherical mirror and in spherical surface, we considered pole. So what is a pole? Pole is the midpoint of the spherical mirror or spherical surface. But in the lenses, the lens is bounded by two surfaces. When it is bounded by two surfaces, then we have two poles. So it is very difficult to get the midpoint. So instead of a pole, we are going to consider optic center for lenses. Here we can't consider pole because there is no single surface. Here it is bounded by two surfaces, so we have to consider optic center. Then what is optic center? It is the center of the lens. See here, this is convex lens. This is the axis of that lens. And the center of the lens is called optic center. Either it is convex or concave. So this C indicates optic center. So what is optic center? It is the center of the lens, or it is a point on the axis of the lens. It is the point on the axis of the lens that is so located that any ray of light passing through it suffers undeviated. See here, whenever the ray of light is passing through the optic center, there is no refraction. It is going in a straight line. That indicates the ray of light is undeviated. Either it is convex or concave. Remember this point. Whenever the ray of light is passing through optic center, then it is undeviated. What is optic center? It is the center of the lens, or it is the point on the axis of the lens which is so located that whenever the ray of light passing through it suffers undeviated. Right? So now in the first diagram, you can observe this is convex lens. When the light is passing through this optic center, then it goes in a straight line. That means this ray of light suffers undeviation. This is optic center. Instead of a pole, we have to consider optic center. Then, next point, principal focus. About principal focus, we already studied in spherical mirror and spherical surface. Now, the same phenomenon we can use in lenses. Right? So what happens? Observe the first diagram. When a parallel beam of light incident on the lens, 2 times refraction of light takes place. After refraction, all the refracted rays are converging, or it converges for convex lens and it diverges for concave lens. And here, when it converges at a single point and this point is on the principal axis. In concave lens, when it diverges and it appear to coming from the point and this point is also lying on the principal axis, so we can call this point as principal focus. What is principal focus? When a parallel beam of light incident on a lens, the ray after refraction through the lens converges or diverges from a point on the principal axis. So this point is called principal axis. So this principal focus is real for convex lens and virtual for concave lens. So why it is real for convex? Because converging of light takes place. Why it is virtual for concave? Because diverging of light takes place. And principal focus is denoted by the alphabet capital F. Then focal length. So what is focal length? We already defined in spherical mirror and spherical surface. That is distance between pole and principal focus. Now here, instead of a pole, we have to consider optic center. The distance between optic center and principal focus is called focal length. So, in the first diagram, we considered concave lens. In this concave lens, so this point is optic center. From optic center to principal focus. Optic center to principal focus is called focal length, and focal length is denoted by small f. Here in convex lens, again it is from optic center to principal focus, so that gives focal length which is denoted by small f. So what is focal length? It is the distance between optic center and principal focus. See here, for convex lens or concave, we can consider any type of lenses. We know that lens is bounded by two surfaces. Remember, whenever it is bounded by two surfaces, then these lenses are having two center of curvature and two radii of curvature. The first surface is having center of curvature on right side, and the second surface is having center of curvature on left side. Remember, there are two center of curvature, two radii of curvature for each lens because it is bounded by two surfaces. And either we can choose the ray of light on left side or right side. Anyhow, it is bounded by two surfaces, refraction of light takes place. Either we can keep the object on left side or we can keep it on right side. Refraction of light takes place through lenses. So these are some basic terms related to lenses. And also the very important is Cartesian sign convention. The same rules we can apply in lenses also. But remember, instead of pole, we have to say optic center. Yes, what is the first rule of Cartesian sign convention? All the distances are measured from the pole, but here all the distances are measured from optic center along principal axis. And the second point is, when the direction of incident ray, if it is along the distance, then it is positive. If it is opposite, then we can take it as negative. And the third point, upward distances are positive and downward distances are negative. The same sign conventions we can apply in lenses, but remember, instead of a pole, we have to consider optic center. Right? So this is introduction to lens. In the next class, I am going to derive refraction of light, that is lens maker's formula. As we studied mirror equation in spherical mirror, likewise in lenses, we have the equation that is lens maker's formula, which is very important so that I can derive in the next lecture.